fighting the FUD and dealing with it can be very stressful in crypto, but I still believe the crypto alt season of the century is going to await us, friends. Others BTC has been falling through the floor, but I don't think it's going to be like that forever. There's just too many things telling us it's going to reverse this. I think this is just like the final 3 red months that we just needed to just get out the weakness. This is what markets do before they give you something big. And you're probably thinking about the Ethereum FUD, right? Because I've always shown you the ETH BTC ratio, which has been absolutely clobbered into a beyond imagination, okay? Where it's like it was strong in the bull and then weak. No, it was strong in the bear market and then weak in the bull market. Just was like, you know, and some people say it's manipulation and stuff out here. It doesn't matter, man. It is what it is, okay? I want to let you know, though, we've been through this before, friends. That's why I want to play some Puppy G music. We're going to mog them. They will be mogged. Gonna get mogged. Now, check this out, friends. You know, Ethereum, if you actually go back to when Ethereum was pooped, you see this price chart? You see this price chart here? This is meth after its first cycle. It did like 4,000x or whatever it was, hit $1,400 pretty much up here, and then it came all the way back down to $80. Now, when it was down here, Bitcoin maxis were going really hard against it. And do you want to know what they were saying? Firstly, they said there was all this FUD, right? Because they said Ethereum had no dApps besides ICOs. They said Ethereum offers nothing except people being able to launch their own grift companies, white papers, and dump on everyone. That's what they said, you know? And also, they were wrong, right? Because what happened, that's why, friends, if you're wondering, why do Ethereum guys, soy boys and soy girls, why do they let Unisoy eat bugs and delist Hex and act like cucks? Why are these like weird multi-gender, identify as a doorknob today type of weirdos? Why are they allowed to go unhinged? Why is, say, the founder of Synthetics and other DeFi protocols, why were they allowed to dump $30 million on all investors and basically drop their coins down 98% and move on to other things? Why are they all allowed to do that and no one pulls them up on it? Why doesn't anybody in Ethereum do that? It's because of what happened here. Do you see down here, friends? See how Ethereum looked dead? Well, Ethereum looked dead, but what was to come right after this was Ethereum was then able to have the DeFi season. That put Ethereum on the map at that point. It was already on the map, right? But the DeFi season, I'll show it to you now, friends. So Ethereum right here, this was DeFi season. Ethereum, this is where Uniswap got popular. Yearn and everything out here, DeFi, yield farming, and that like motivated them because finally, after all these years, Ethereum had a use case outside of launching ICOs. Now, you're probably laughing now because you're like, hey, Sammy, it all ends in tears. It's now been 5 years and they're all still down horribly bad. I know, but that's why they turn a blind eye to it, okay? But still, they fought through the FUD. There was FUD due to no scaling solutions. So in the 2017 cycle, when it hit $1,000, Ethereum had crypto kitties. They caused $100 transactions in December of 2017 or whatever it was, okay, around there. So basically they said, you're never going to have any scaling solutions. That was another FUD. Turned out to be wrong. Okay, it's actually funny, friends. Today, they scaled too much. There was also FUD claiming that the Ethereum spot ETF would never happen. Do you remember Michael Saylor going, Ethereum will never have a spot ETF ever, and then you had to change. You had to pivot. Embarrassingly had to pivot shortly after. We did get the Ethereum spot ETF. But still, we are sad peppies. Why are we sad? Well, there's even more FUD, right? There was FUD saying Ethereum's in an unregistered security. Big FUD. And they were claiming that Ethereum's inflation was too high back then. Then it went too deflationary. And the price went too expensive of using it. Like I said, interesting, man. So Ethereum City grows a lot. It went from criticisms. You're not scaling enough. Now, you scaled too wrong. You did too much scaling and you spread it out. Now you're cucking everywhere. Here are the facts though, friends. Ethereum has 60% of the world's stablecoins. 60. Yes, you can see it here. 60% of world stablecoins is on meth. Entire global crypto stablecoins. DeFi on it works. DeFi on it works so much that everyone copy pastes it. It's got a spot ETF. It's legally sound. It's acceptable. It's a collectible now. What comes next? Look, obviously, the what comes next part, if only we knew. But it just, there's a big trend, friends. You even hear Larry Fink, who's your favorite lizard man. So Larry Fink, friends, talking about active tokenization, okay? Active tokenization. So Larry Fink. So Lizard Fink, friends, obviously they are the de facto private shadow wallet of the US government. But Roca Negra has been sold on the idea, hey, tokenization is the future. They're going to tokenize everything. And part of that is real world assets, RWA. Now, we've all known this for years, but like which real world assets do we get into? Because you don't even need the token. Basically, friends, what real world assets is, let's say you have a $1 billion government bond. $1 billion, yeah? You go to the registry. They can mint you a $1 billion value token and just put it into your wallet. Now, crypto has a $1 billion raise in the market cap valuation, but your token that sits there, it can't do anything. You're like, you have your treasury thing. You can't move it around. Like, you can't swap it. You know, there's no liquidity and stuff out here for it. But it's a step in the right direction, yeah? Once you get all the numbers up, then everyone else comes in. Ethereum's going to be hosting all of it. And of course, Solana, friends, all these other guys, they say, oh, we're going to have real world assets. You're not going to have shit, dude. Is Roca Negra planning to do real world assets on you? No. You know, so just sit down. You know what I mean? Like, but they're all going to say, everyone's going to try to fluff up their narrative and do whatever it is that they can do. They're also going to tokenize other assets. So they just mint a coin that put it on there, right? By the way, friends, you know, minting USD is almost like it's a real world asset, real world cash, just putting stable coins on there. It's very liquid, right? That's why we use it. Also, friends, Donald Pump bought $400 million of ETH for a reason. His DeFi project, World Liberty, is there for a reason. They know something. So they know something. It doesn't look nice now. It looks like the sky is very dark now. Also, the US government knows that Ethereum is very friendly to the US dollar. Bitcoin is a rival. And this is how the story will transform later. You know, right now, you don't believe me. I know you don't believe me because I know it's hard to look at that because you see this piece of crap, right? This piece of junk price chart. But mark my words, man. Mark these words, friends. Write them in your piece of paper. Piece of paper, why? Because if I'm wrong, we'll just delete it. When Ethereum is strong again, the narrative will be saying, hey, Bitcoin, you rival the US dollar and the US government figured it out. You're trying to be a Trojan horse. Yeah? But Ethereum sucks off the US dollar. Lollipops. Ethereum has the rails for the US dollar. All the stable coins. Now, Bitcoin maxis will be like, no, that's preposterous. We have stable coins for Bitcoin. No, you don't. I don't use them. As far as I'm concerned, you don't have shit. You just have these weird chains and lightning that... Friends, I don't know what's going on with this lightning chain. Ivan's been teasing it for literally... I'm not joking. I've been watching Ivan since 2020. He's been teasing lightning for like 4.5 years. The lightning layer 2 Bitcoin solution just never gets done. But yeah, it's amazing. It's still pet rock. It still sits there as a special spark in everyone's mind. So yes, right now Ethereum is sitting in the hotel cuck chair, but soon it will eventually have the courage to get up and find a new girlfriend. Also, I love the first reply here from a guy's username, ETH gone. It's over for ETH, man. No, sir, no, it's cheap. It's not over, dude. It's not. Yeah, they're sitting in the cuck chair, dude. That guy's sitting in the cuck chair. I know he looks aroused. He's just like one door exit away from finding a new girlfriend. It's right there. He's just got to look at the door, man. You know, eventually he's like he's getting squirt with collateral damage. He's got to clean up after his missus and the other guy or guys. You know what I mean? And he's like, it's smelly in here. And like, hey, she doesn't yell that loud for me. You know, eventually he's like, why am I here in the first place? Eventually he'll get there. And Ethereum is needed to boost up the whole ecosystem, friends. Others ETH chart. So a lot of people, I'm here to educate, man. Just to tell you, why am I even still remotely confident? This chart, man. You know what, friends, you know what this chart means? What it means is, this others ETH, yeah. It means when Ethereum screws up, we all screw up. Okay. What about when Ethereum turns it around? What about that part? What about when I confirm friendship with you? What about that part? Just caught you again, didn't I? You ever thought about that part? But yeah, you know, we know that part. You know, we're waiting. We're waiting. But yeah, when Ethereum turns it around, friends, that means everything turns it around. That's how tightly linked it all is. I love this picture out here from PokeChain as well. PokeCenter, friends. PulseChain, ready for kindness and friendship. Just take it all in. Truck the SEC. This is amazing. Now, if Richard Hart defeats the SEC, we should see a PulseChain ecosystem reprice higher. Remember, because the greenest logo in crypto just got an inflation cut by minus 10x, and the PulseX yield farms, everybody's been removing liquidity. That's what Richard wants, yeah? He wants it to be really thin so we can smash up high. He's expecting higher prices. So because it's thinner liquidity, I think Pulse, friends, the liquidity dropped by 25%. Big. Pulse dropped, PulseChain, actual PLS, 25% removal, which means you need less money now to make it go up 4x or 10x in the next move up. If Richard defeats the SEC and there's a good result, I'll be like waiting any day now. Well, XRP spiked up 2x in a day. Maybe PulseChain will spike up 2 or 3x in a day. It might retrace because ETH BTC is heavy, but you never know. What if the decision gets done in 30 days and ETH BTC is on the way up? Then maybe we don't retrace the whole move, because that's what happened to XRP, if you remember. Right here. So this was the SEC. The SEC was defeated by Ripple right here. But then, yes, it went down. It round tripped the whole thing. So it went up and like, yay, everything's great, but then down. So what we might find is if ETH BTC is going up, PulseChain might do that spike up. Yeah, and then it sits here and it does that. But then, see how we did this part because we're too early in the cycle? Maybe PulseChain does that part as well. It does a little flag and it continues up. Yes, but also, is it copium and hopium? Yeah, it is copium and hopium. But also, let's be like factually, let's just be intellectually honest. Like, we're deeper into the cycle now. If ETH BTC is reversing up, we'll have more friendship. Friendly reminder as well, man. PulseChain, friends, the whole ecosystem is still undervalued by like an 8x, you know? PulseChain did more volume than Cardanzo. PulseChain did $138 million of volume today. And if I go, look, where's Cardanzo? Going. Oh my God, bro. You're so far down here. You're next to Starknet. What? Come on, dude. How much volume did you do? 4.8 million. Dude, it's not even... Snack? You want to see a real snack, huh? I'll show you a real snack. That's a family-friendly show. Aaron, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I watched it multiple times. This was funny. The blurred pixels caught me off guard and stuff as well. This is Pet Dave Portsoy as well, friends. They launched a coin. He's like, hey, launching a coin is legal now. I'm all right to dump and pump and dump. Yeah, so what happens to the world where everybody's just a pump and dumper? I don't know. Good question to ask. What happens to the world when anybody can just sell themselves naked on the internet? We have OnlyFans, yeah. Not everyone does it, but it exists. What happens to the world when anybody can chat any message to themselves anonymously from any other account? Yeah, we have what we have now. We have Twitter, some unhinged stuff. We have some great stuff. It's just society works and operates as it is. But yeah, PulseChain, it's still... Look, this SEC win, we're still cheap, man. We are still cheap. Hopefully the green prices continue. I've been saying that for a long time. We're around like 3.5 billion market cap or so for the ecosystem. The crowd expects 35x SAC price. So the crowd expects about a 70x from here. I hope we get... If we get 100 billion for the whole ecosystem, it is about 28x from here on Pulse. So we'll see how we go. And yeah, just to match Cardanzo, we're like 8x away. Just Cardanzo, man. We're doing 100 million. Even if we're doing $30 million of volume, which we were before, and Cardanzo's still doing 5, like... The on-chain activity eventually has to catch up because people want stuff to do. They don't, whether it's good or bad for them, doesn't matter. You know, like if you go to a pub to watch a game, okay, you're watching. Let's say you go there, you enjoy a good honest sport such as extreme ironing. So that's actually real, friends. It's actually, there is a sport called extreme ironing. So, and by the way, as well. Yes, this is real, friends. This is real. Okay, so you're at the pub. You're like, yeah, I'm a fan of extreme mining. I love it. You got a favorite and stuff out here. But do you need to drink when you're there? No. Do you need to order some wedge potatoes with the sour cream and stuff out here? No. You don't need to do any of them, but people just want something to do, you know? Was exactly what, is it good for you necessarily? Maybe the wedge potatoes are nice, but maybe hitting calorie surplus for the day. Maybe your sugar intake's going up a bit too much because you're having a bit too much Coca-Cola. Liquid form. You see what I mean, friends? So that type of stuff, that's just humans. We start just to do stuff. We hang around, we do stuff. We get bored. That's ultimately why, man. Anybody thinking pet rock Bitcoin is going to have the only season. Just, like, don't be scared that people are saying that. Be scared of the world where no one says that. Okay? Because that means you're about to see the biggest Bitcoin rally of all time. So we don't have to worry about that. For now, everything's on the right track. It is a bit poopy, upsetting though. This is the Ethereum. See, this is the Ethereum supply, friends. The Ethereum supply went down, deflationary. Yeah, but then it started rocketing up. See that? We got cucked, but it's okay. It's going to fix itself out. Inflation layer 2s. It's been poopy. They've been vulturing off Ethereum mindshare. Ethereum's got to reel it back in. But also, Ethereum guys, look, man, it's not just their fault. It's everyone's fault. No one knew people were going to come in for speculative altcoin meme coins. No one knew that. They could guess. It looks like Solana guys are a genius. Yeah, but bro, okay, next season's going to change. You're going to look like a retard. Okay, and you're like, oh, you thought people were going to gamble forever? So then we're just going to make another story narrative later on. They're not going to have it. You know, and that's just how the game goes, friends. Andre Cronje. Be layer 2. Have a centralized sequencer. Generate $120 million in fees. Only pay Ethereum $10 million of that for the security. Dump your $110 million profit. Be Ethereum aligned. I do not understand how Ethereans convince themselves with these mental gymnastics. Layer 2s are why Ethereum is inflationary again. Scale Ethereum. They can get the Sonic tech for free. Zero charge. Will 1000x their throughput. Make Ethereum green again. So he's talking about the phantom layer 2. Obviously, there's all these pictures of Ethereum coming out. Very, very sad time. Very sad time. But yeah, that's pretty much, Richard Hart said the exact same things. Basically said, hey, dum-dum, you're giving out way too much money to these people who are like dumping and stuff on you. And Richard, he uses this good example. He's like, if you had a lemonade stand and you had 100 customers, right? And then you're making like whatever, it's like $2. You're making you're selling lemonade for like $10 a cup. You're making $1,000. And then he uses the example. He's like, okay, now I'm going to scale. I'm gonna make 300 lemonade stands instead of my 100. But yeah, of all the 200 extra people, you're paying them so much money. They're taking all the profits, and you're just getting rinsed. That's pretty much what it is. He's like, you were making more profits when you just had 100, when you had 100 customers or whatever. Yeah, but when you start to scale, it's like you're literally diluting yourself. No, scaling like that is not necessarily better. And just to give you a snapshot of today, friends, Bitcoin maxis have been hysterically mocking and laughing at Ethereum failure for the past 2 years. Makes you wonder how much recovery it can do in this bull. Vitalik has enormous pressure on his shoulders. One wrong move and it's over. Yeah, so that's what it is, friends. I'm not joking. So one wrong move is in like, does he double down on the inflation? Does he double down on that? We'll see. Look at this. Look at the comments. Wait. Look what he said. Wait. Hold on a minute. I only check ETH BTC. This is the first time I looked at ETH USD. You're telling me ETH is still 46% under 2021 all-time high of 4,900? I had no idea how wrecked they were. This is the equivalent of Bitcoin being at 30K right now. Look at this, typing in capital letters. Everyone's laughing and stuff out here. Look, there's all the comments are like this, friends. I love to dunk on these losers weekly. I'm sure to remind the losers that told me the merge would be life-changing. It sure was life-changing to the downside. This is where it's all the Bitcoin maxi eyes, the red eyes and stuff out here. That's why they're showing look at all these as well. Ethereum dumped 38% last week alone. All these dump. No. Oh man, I feel you, man. I feel you. But hey, we're gonna point these at the bears. They'll turn it around. There's too much money on the line, dude. And if a retardio like me, Peanut Brain, knows what button to press, they know what button to press. It's very obvious, you know. That's how it works out. So that's a snapshot of how everything's doing. Aaron, again, I know how to fix this. Bull posts and then dumps another 100,000 ETH. So question is, does Vitalik even care about the pressure? The same guy said, I don't want to compete, but only time will tell. You're right, sir. However, Paulie, they're full of shit. Because they only talk in a way to look neutral. That's why. Okay, so you're probably wondering, okay, why don't they just say we want price go up? Why don't they just say we're optimizing for price go up? It's because, see, they're nerds. Because price go up, price is demand and supply. Okay? That gives you the price today. Demand and supply. To a nerd like Vitalik and all these 5,000, all these Ethereum cucks, when you say I just want price to go up, what they basically would be admitting to you, because they're smart, right? They're saying, hey, I want demand high and I want supply permanently low. I just want to keep doing that. But here's the thing. They don't want that. They want to accommodate for a lot of people. They want cheaper transactions. You see? So it's not in their ethos to do that. But ultimately, if you do that, more people join in, and so you have the cycle, okay? But that's why, see, other people just say, we want price go up. We want number go up. They just say that, but they don't actually say that. They're full of crap too. They don't actually know what that really means. Okay? Like, for example, you might say, something, what's wrong with price go up? Okay, if you're the mayor of a city, let's say, let's say the mayor of the city and property prices going up. Imagine you just said, I want you as a property owner, I want your price to go up only. I want it to accelerate. And so let's say you made it really hard for people to buy a home, or maybe it's hard for them to buy a home and they have to rent. So you already own the homes, you're not going to have any competition, but the rent prices just start skyrocketing. Because imagine the mayor telling you, don't worry, I'm going to get your number to go up. You know what I mean? So effectively what they'd be telling you is your number goes up. What happens to everybody else? Because your number go up is someone else's price go down. Their number go down. That's where the money's coming from. Their cost to live in your home, in all your property. Maybe it's $500 a week, but yeah, imagine the mayor says, don't worry, I'll get people to pay $2,000 a week to rent. Yeah, see what I mean? It's like, okay, you're getting your $2,000, but all these other people are getting destroyed. That's when it comes down to these situations. So that's why when you're talking to these nerds, they don't just come out and say, oh, I just want price go up. You know, they don't just say stuff like that. But so I promise you, they do want it to go up, dude. They do want it to go up. No one likes feeling like a loser. And by the way, you feel like a loser long enough, everyone's just copy pasting your stuff, and then they'll do the winning thing. And you're just a forgotten loser of history. They care about this stuff. So I think it was, but yeah, we've been thinking it's going to turn around as well. They didn't think they'd do this self-cuckery, but they've been through worse before. We're still going to make it. Like, subscribe, catch you soon.